Alright, so can you tell us about yourself and how you started speedrunning?
Alright, so, my name's Javen. I'm 15. I speedrun Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. And I started speedrunning because I watched a couple of Blarz's A2 runs, asked him how I can improve my time. He told me how, and I joined the Discord. And that's how I started speedrunning.
Yay! Alright, why did you choose Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for speedrunning?
I chose Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon to speedrun because it was one of the first games I played as a child, and I just enjoy speedrunning the game. It's really easy and it's just pretty fun.
Perfect. Alright, how is LM2HD different from the original game?
Mm, it's different because some of the glitches were patched out and because of the right stick, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. It just feels the same as LM2.
What changed in LM2HD affect how you speedrun the game? I mean, what changes in LM2HD affect how you speedrun the game?
Um, Nintendo decided to patch quite a few of the skips, like Purple Toad skip, Maintenance skip, Rumpus Room skip, and a few others.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But they also there was also a couple new glitches that were found, like back knock and animation turning and possessor turning, which can actually help you in speedrun.
Good. Great job. How do you prepare for a speedrun of LM2HD?
I set my Switch up, zoom in on it, and just start recording and go on from there.
Yeah, that's basically it. Alright, what special tricks or methods do you use in LM2HD speedruns?
Um, I use a lot of fast suck-ups because they save around a second, and I use anything that can save in-game time. So, like, EGAD storage in A2, it saves around, like, 5 seconds
Yeah, that's true.
over not getting it. And also collecting, like, an item while the camera is panning to somewhere, because that pauses in-game time, too. And it'll save you a couple seconds for how long it takes for the camera to pan and how long it takes to um, collect the item. And as long as the item animation is as long as the camera pan, you'd save a couple seconds. Also, there's keats, like in D2, A3, and B1. They save around a second or two based on if you can suck the key right away or if you have to wait for the key to activate its moving stage.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Then you can, yeah, and then you can move it towards the door, and then right as you collect it, the frame you collect it, you interact with the door, and then it skips the key animation, and and you just open the door. So it's a really decent time save, and it works. They're good.
Alright, which parts of the game are the hardest or most fun to speedrun? Depends on how you see it.
Mm. I think the hardest parts of the game are the long missions, so like
D3?
D3, E2, C5, C boss. I think those are just the hardest ones to speedrun because they're the hardest to optimize because you have longer. It's just longer and it takes more to optimize the level. I think the funnest ones are the shortest ones, like A3, E boss, E4. Let me think of another one. That might be the shortest ones. Along with A boss. A boss is really fun to speedrun also.
Oh, yeah, I love A-Boss.
A boss is fun.
Have you found any new glitches or bugs in LM2HD that help or hurt your speedruns?
So, like I said earlier, we found back knock, which you just hold down when you're sucking up Possessor or King Boo, and you aim towards the Dark Moon piece instead of going away from it.
So like boost you towards it.
Possessor, what?
So it like boost you towards it.
Yeah, I just like boost you towards it. It's good. Um, there's Possessor turning, which if you press like R, well ZR or ZL while you're sucking up a Possessor, it'll aim it towards like the way you're facing. So it could save like a couple seconds in like A boss, B boss to aim it towards the thing it's possessing. Animation turning is good because you can it's like possessor turning. It's like the same steps. You just press ZR or ZL or any other button and like you'll aim towards the way you're facing before the animation started. The only ones that it doesn't work on is like gear, key, gem, and other animations like that. But like scared animations, celebration animations, um, all those other easy ones, it just aims Luigi like the other way. We haven't found any ones that hurt the speedrun yet.
Alright.
I bet there are more to discover.
Yeah, probably. Game's
Yeah.
only been out for a few days by now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what is the hardest part of speedrunning LM2 HD compared to the original game?
The hardest part speedrunning on HD is the lack of skips because we only have a couple now instead of like quite a few. I think the only ones we have now is Conservatory Skip and B5 and um you having to quit out on whenever you get like a spectral mass.
Oh, yeah.
Uh yeah, like something like that. But besides that, I think that's just like the hardest part. Nothing really too much now, so yeah.
Yeah, did they fix guard skip?
Garden skip. Which one is that one?
The one where you interact with the objects in B1 to like skip the shovel
Greenhouse
carts.
skip?
Oh, did I say
Oh
garden?
no, they did. Yeah, you said guard. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, they didn't patch that. It still works.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Alright, how has the speedrunning community reacted to LM2HD?
Um, I'd say it's like all like pretty positive reactions besides Nintendo patching a couple of like quite a few of the skips actually. Like the main ones like Purple Toad Skip and E2 and Staircase Skip and B Boss. Besides that, I think it's like all pretty positive reactions because the game looks really polished. It looks really good. Um, and the gameplay is pretty fun also.
That's
The annoying thing, the only like bad reactions I've seen is like if you're up against a wall and you have like an object like a bucket, web ball,
you like
log,
stick
if
to
you
it.
try to let go of it, yeah, it like you can't let go of it near a wall because of out of bounds. They patched out of bounds and they made it if you're up against a wall you can't let go of an object. Which that's like the only negative reactions I've seen to this game. But besides that, everything's like positive. It's really good actually.
I have a negative reaction. Everyone left the original for now.
Yeah, for now. Who knows? People might go back to it.
Alright, So, what keeps you motivated to speedrun, and what are your goals for LM2HD?
Alrighty. What keeps me motivated? Mm, just having fun at the game. If I'm not having fun, I'm just probably gonna quit the IL or the run because if I'm not having fun with it, I'm just not gonna want to play it at all. But what keeps me motivated is the gameplay and just how fun it is to run. Like LM2. I really like the gameplay in LM2, and just playing it, just doing runs of it is just awesome. It's really fun. That's what really keeps me motivated, and the optimization and levels keeps me motivated. Um, crap. What was the other question?
Uh,
Like the second part.
Goals.
Goals. Oh yeah, my goals. Um, just try to like main goals are at least to run every single IL and do every mansion run. Maybe a new game plus run. Um, and to at least just hold a couple of the IL records because that'd be fun. Like I'm gonna be going on like a 15-day trip in July, so obviously I'm not gonna have much time to play. But after I get back, I will definitely be running the game more and getting more into full game runs, like New Game Plus or the Mansion runs.
Okay, I see. Do you have any tips for new speedrunners who want to try LM2HD?
Any tips? Look at the speedrun strat document. Also, just practice with the skips you want to implement into your runs. Like, just practice optimizing the rooms and then start implementing them into your ILs or your full game runs. Because if you can get them down consistently, then you should be able to do them in your ILs or full game runs.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it. Being consistent is not bad.
being consistent is key. That's all it is.
Unless you're like consistent in like ruining the run, that's not very good, but you get the point. Alright, what updates or improvements would you like to see in LM2HD for speedrunning? Like any of those are going to happen anyways.
Okay, I don't know if they're going to update the game. And if they do, I'm probably not going to update the game because I want to keep my game on 1.00 because I want to have every single glitch that was in the original release still there. I don't want them to patch anything. The one thing I do want them to patch is what was it? I just had it.
Left your brain.
Come back to it. Come back to it after
Okay, I'll come
the
back
other
to that
questions.
question. How do you record time and stream if you stream your speedruns?
How I record is I have a little desk in my room. I have a box, like a mini puzzle box. I just put my Switch on. I zoom in on my Switch and I just start recording. And that's pretty much it. I just record until I get a good time or something.
Yeah, that's all it is, really.
Yeah,
Do you have any tools or software you recommend for speedrunners?
I don't know.
What about a capture card?
Capture card? I do not have a capture card actually.
Yeah, I love those things. Alright, what is your best memory so far while speedrunning LM2HD?
My best memory probably being on VC with all the other speedrunners. It's just fun. I just like being able to talk to people when doing my runs. The only bad thing is I can't record when doing speedruns on VC, so I'll have to get a lot of unrecorded times, which is okay. I can go back to see if I can beat them. But the most fun I've had is talking to everyone and just being able to make friends and everything. It's definitely the most part. It's the best part of speedrunning,
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. Alright, is there anything else you want to share about LM2HD or speedrunning?
Hmm. don't get down on yourself whenever you have bad runs going. Like, you'll get better times in the future than what you have so far. Unless it's a really optimized level.
Yeah.
Like, just don't get down on yourself. You can do better. You'll get better at the game. Trust me. I've known from experience. If you just practice stuff, you'll get really good at the game.
Yeah, I got you. Now you wanted me to
And what was that?
Oh, yeah, what
Yes.
updates or improvements would you like to see in LM2 HD for speedrunning? Is it still out of your brain?
It's still out of my brain.
If you
Let me think for like a minute. Yeah, let me think about it.
Okay, okay. If you like think about it after, just like DM it to me. I'll stick it in the description of the video.
Okay.
Oh, and
Let me literally just open up LM2HD, just scroll through the levels to see if I can remember it.
you also mentioned something about like the speedrunning folder or whatever. Do you want me to put that in the description as
Oh,
well?
yeah.
I'll just look them over
I
real
just
quick.
remembered it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just remembered it. So, I want them to make it to where you can skip, like, the Polter Pup, Spectral Math updates, new gem, new boo stuff, because that loses a lot of time unless you're doing the quit out of the game and then reloading it, like you do for the intro cutscene. I want them to make that skippable so you could save more time in this speedrun.
Yeah, that'd be
But
great.
it's Nintendo. They're probably not going to do it. But if they did, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm good. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks for coming out with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, no problem, man.